everyone, welcome along to another video. John here. I thought I'd just teach you Texas Flood, the intro today, because it's really great and you can rip off loads of licks, which is great. I've kept it in standard tuning, so I haven't tuned down because I think, you know, it's just easier to play it this way, so you don't have to bother with that. Now, if you are interested in the blues, I record a blues lick every day, so do check out that playlist. I'll put it up there for you so you can have a look. Anyhow, that all being said, let's have a look at this intro, and it starts like so this first bit we're playing over a G chord. Let me give you the notes. It's 5 on the A, 2 on the D to 5 on the D. Then you're going to double stop 3 on the G, 3 on the B. So you get that. And then you're going to hammer on really quickly to 4 on the G whilst holding that double stop down. Then 5 on the G, 5 on the B with your third finger, you kind of bar that. And then go back to that 3 again and do that hammer on. And then finish on 5 on the D. So far we've got this. Now while you're here, you're going to do a little chord. This is a G6 chord. This is your first finger on 3 on the B, 4 on the G and 5 on the D with your little finger on that 5 here, which is an E note, which is the 6th of the chord. Now this is also the 6th of the chord when you do this. So this note and this note are the same note. It's an E note, so it gives it like a G6 sound. Now just at the beginning here, what he does is a little rake. So this is where you're muting the strings with the underside of your little finger, and then you're playing 5 here on the on the D. That's how you start it. On the A, I'm sorry. Now we're going to move up to C up here on the 8th fret, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So you're starting this time on 10 on the D, sorry, on the A. Alright, so we have 10, now 7, 10 on the D, and then you're double stopping on the 8th fret, 8 on the G, 8 on the B, and that hammer to 9. And now this time you're doing 10 on the G, 10 on the B, and that hammer back on. Now this time, so let me play that for you. Now this time, instead of doing a C6 chord, you do a C9 chord. Now if you're not familiar with that, that is 15 on the A, 14 on the D, and then a bar with your third finger across 15 G, 15 B, 15 high E. But what Stevie does is he just plays without that root note, without the C. Alright, so let me go ahead and play that beginning bit for you. Alright, there we go, that's that intro bit. Now we have this bit. Nice lick, classic Stevie Vaughan lick, this one. So what we're doing here is bend up 5 on the G, 3 on the B, 3 on the high E. Do that with one down pick stroke. Then pull off 6 to 3 on the B, 5 on the high E, and then a quick hammer on 3 up to 4 on the high E. Alright, so far we've got this. 6 on the B to 3 on the B, and then bend up a whole step, 6 on the high E. Alright, so let me go back. Here's what we've got so far. And then we have this 3 on the high E, 6 to 3, and then you're going to bend up that 5 again. But as soon as you've bent it up, bend that 3 on the G back up to 5 and let it down. And then hit that 5 on the D twice, 3 on the G, back to that 5 on the D. And so let me play you this bit really slowly. To finish it off, we have this. So this is 3 on the A, 4 on the A, and then we finish with the D9. Now this is exactly the same as this C9 we did on the 15th fret, but this time on the 5th fret. Alright, so it's 5 on the A, 4, 3 on the G, 3 on the B, 3 on the high E. Right, then we're into the first lick. That's a lot. That, you know, it's a bit of a tricky lick. Take your time with that. Now we have this. So you're going to hit that 8 on the B twice, then bend up 8 on the high E, and then 6 on the high E, and that's back to 8 on the B. Then we have this 8 twice, so 8 on the B twice, 6 on the high E, 8 to 6 on the B, then 7 on the G. This bit at the end, you're bending that 5, a whole step, let back to 5, slide back to 3 and bend immediately up again. And then kill it with your right hand. So that phrase. Okay, here's the next one. So we're going to hit that 8 on the B twice, bend up that 8 on the high E, and then you're going to bend that 6 up a whole step. Let down and then hit that 8 on the B twice. Hit that 8 on the B twice. And then 8 on the high E, bend up with some vibrato. Alright, so let me play what we've got so far. Alright, now we've got this. So we're going to bend up this 8 here on the high E. Now when you're bent up, take off that 3rd finger so you're left with 7 on the high E bent up. Hit that note and try and hit the B string as well and let down. And then 6 on the high E, come back to 8 on the B. Alright, then we have this nice lick. So this is 8 twice again, and then you're going to bend 6 on the high E up a whole step, half step, sorry, and then 7 a half step. Try and hit the B string as well. Then a whole step, and then you're going to bend the 8 on the high E up, okay? And then go back to that 6 on the high E, bend it up a whole step, and then that 8 on the B. So alright, and then we have this. This is a cool lick. So this is 3 on the high E, 6 pull off to 3, and then a bend 5 on the G and catch 3 on the B. Then bend up 5 on the G, let down to 5, pull off to 3, to 5 on the D. And then 3 on the G again, bend up 5, 3 on the high E, a bit of vibrato on 3 on the G. So you can do that little slide up on those 2 strings there on the B and the E, and then you have this. So 8 again twice, 6 on the high E, bend up 8 on the high E and strike it 3 times, let down 6 on the high E to 8. So this is 5, 8, and a little curl here on 6 on a high E. And then we have this. So very similar to what we did before. You're bending 8 on the high E. Take off that finger so you're left with 7 bent up. Try and hit the B and the E and let it down. 6 on the high E, 8 on the B. Then we have list lick again. All right, so let me just go back and play those phrases. Let's recap on what we've got. So far, from the beginning. Then we have this cool lick. So this lick is 5, kind of similar to how we started. 5 bend up on the G, 3 on the B, 3 on the high E. Then we do this. Hammer on from 3 to 5 on the high E. Then we do this. This is a slide back really from anywhere. A little curl on 3 on the E. And then we have. So this is 3 on the high E, put off 6 to 3 on the B. Bend up 5, let down, pull off to 3. And then bend that 5 up. All right, so. And we have this cool lick. So this is 3 on the B twice. And then a really slow bend on 6 on the B. High E, 3rd fret. 2 bends on 5 on the G. Let back down to 5. All right. And we have this. So this is that same thing again. 5 on the G, 3 on the B, 3 on the E. Pull off 6 to 3. And then you're going to bend that 5, and immediately afterwards that 3. Then at the end we have this cool lick. this is 5 on the D, 3 on the D, and then down the blues scale, 5, 4, 3 on the A, and then a quick hammer on. Alright, that's 3 to 4, and then 6 on the low E, 3, and then we do this trill. That's 3 to 5 on the D, so then we have that same little thing that we started with. Whew, that's a lot of notes. Difficult phrasing on this, and you've got to play hard. You've got to really dig in with the pick, so don't use a flimsy pick, use a hard pick if you can. Right, let's go back from the beginning. Let's try and put all of that together really slowly. So here we go. There we go. That's the intro to Texas Flood. Have some fun with that. Take your time. It does take ages to get these things. Don't think you're going to get it in one lesson. It might take a week, might take a month. If you just started, it might take a year. But don't let that put you off. Take what you like from it. Take those little licks. And as I said at the beginning, if you like these licks, I do a blues lick every day, so do check out that playlist. So I hope that helps you. Do let me know how you get on. I'd love to see you play it. I'd love to know how you're getting on, so do drop me a line. And I'll see you on the next video.